Hello, how are we? Today is Thursday, the 18th? Is it 18th, 17th? 18th, I think, who knows? Every day's pretty much the same anyway, isn't it? Yeah. So, what have we been up to? It's been a bit, what the Scots would say, a bit dreary today. It's a bit gloomy, bit grey, rained all day, but I'm not complaining too much because I'm quite glad it's a bit of a drop in temperature. Don't do well in the heat. Don't do the heat. If I could hibernate in the summer and come out in the autumn, winter and spring, I'd be very happy. But there we go. So I've done a bit of teaching today, done a bit of, I can't remember what else I did this morning. I've done a few bits of sorting out and things. Had my lesson with Andy earlier, planning another recital. So stay tuned, have some nice ideas. So yeah, maybe in a month or two. Might do another Facebook Live or a Zoom concert. I don't know. Would you be interested if I did either? What else? Oh yes. Do you remember me? I keep saying about this. Keep saying about this hidden pocket book thing that I've done. I have something else to show you as well, which I'm quite proud of. So anyway, here is the said pocket book thingy. Okay, obviously it just opens out into said pockets. So there's a pocket here and a pocket there. There's also pockets here. And then if you open it up, that's just two of the things that I've put so you can see. You've got, it's very hard to do it backwards. You can put one there, and then you can put one there. And then I just literally close it, tie it with ribbon, and send it to whoever I'm sending them to. So I've got a few more to make up. But yeah. So you might remember me saying in a previous vlog about making kind of key rings or something for the kids. Well, I decided that key rings might be a bit complicated and might get a bit battered. So I know that these are kind of all the rage at the moment, you know, so kilt pins with things on that you can attach things to. So anyway, in the interest of finding out whether or not it might be a success, I decided to have a go. And this is going to be mine. What do you think? What do you think? I'm quite impressed with that, I have to say. So it's just, what are they called? Jump rings? Are they called jump rings, these things here? And then some beads. And then I suppose technically they're called charms, aren't they? But it's not done as a charm thing. So what do we think? So I'll do a similar kind of thing for my two girls who play saxophone. Hang on, let's see if I can get it all the right way. There we go. And then I've got two flutes and I've got two clarinets because I've got two of each. And they will all have a rainbow, so they'll all have a flute or clarinet or saxophone and a rainbow. And then those three are mixed up, the other three. So what do you think? Do you think they'll like them? I'm actually quite impressed with that. I quite like that. Quite proud of that. So the kilt pins came this morning. So I just put that together. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. So hopefully they might like that. Something different, and the rainbow will just remind them of the period in lockdown, really, won't it? Excuse me. So let me know in the comments what you think, whether you think they're awful or whether you think they're quite nice, or any other ideas. So that was that really, I think. Yeah. Nothing else exciting, I don't think, happened. So today's piece of music is from a James Bond film. This one really is from a James Bond film. Brilliant film. And even better because half of it was shot in the Highlands. So already a winner in my book. So you've probably guessed it's Skyfall. A little story to Skyfall. The first time I ever played this was not on flute. First time I ever played this, myself and Sharon have a school ensemble called Throwback Thursdays. And we were going to do this. So there was myself, Molly, Sean and Sharon. So Sean and Molly were obviously the two students. Sean was going to play piano or keyboard or whichever one he played, and Molly was going to play flute. Sharon was going to play piano or keyboard, and I was the drummer. So the way that we decided to do it, well, it was more them rather than me. I didn't decide to do it. Is that there would kind of be a big reveal because nobody at that point knew that I played drums. So while it was being announced, I had to go onto the stage and the curtains were closed and the drum kit was behind the curtains. So I had to sit on the drum kit, and when they announced it was Skyfall, the curtains opened and there I was, and it was like, yeah, I think they were all very impressed. So I ended up playing Glock for the first, as in Glockenspiel, for the first, I think 7 bars, and then sat and drummed for the rest of it. So yeah, so that's the first time I ever played Skyfall, was actually on the drums in a concert. There we go. Funny story. But I also recorded it on flute for my second album, which is still not out. So I was just in a James Bond mood. Kind of been a nostalgic kind of not that Skyfall's that old, but a nostalgic kind of week thinking about films and musicals and things. So who out there remembers The Black Shield of Falworth with Tony Curtis? That was a very random film that came into my head yesterday. I was trying to describe it to a friend and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, oh, this one. Oh. So Mum and Dad had quite eclectic tastes. As I was growing up, we listened to anything from James Last, Motown, country, Barry Manilow, The Carpenters, ABBA, classical music, opera, all sorts, you name it, we probably listened to it. And films were pretty much the same, all sorts of films. So I remember Slipper in the Rose, my favourite ever film, Slipper in the Rose. We had it on video and I loved it so much we wore out the video. I wore out the video. Barnum was another one. We had Barnum, watched that until it wore out. And then we also had The Black Shield of Falworth and loads of other things as well. But yeah, just really random things that probably people have never heard of. Or very few people have ever heard of. So yeah, very, very strange. So yeah, just been there. So the James Bond obviously sets you off thinking about all the various James Bonds and if you're a Bond first person. And then I thought, what a cracking tune this is. So that's what you're getting today, is Skyfall. So I hope you enjoy it. The neighbours are out, so the volume's getting turned up a little bit. Here we go. I'll have a slurp of tea as well. tune. So yeah, has that put you in a James Bond mood? It's put me in a James Bond mood. Might have to dig it out and watch it over the weekend. So, take care, peeps, and I'll see you tomorrow.